My name is Phillip Antoine. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still a bartender, but I've changed it to liquid artist. So I said Philip Casanova, the liquid artist. The reason I use the term liquid artist is because I consider what I do as an art. The bartending, mixology, that's an art. And to be honest, one of my reasons for changing it is that there's a lot of newcomers who are entering the industry, and all of a sudden, from the time someone pours a rum and coke, they're calling themselves mixologists. You know what I mean? And you only reach mixology stages yet. My mixology or bartending career my bartending career started at Club Extreme, which is on the South Coast, right here in Barbados. Well, it used to be. I used to frequent the club quite often, especially on weekends, and one night they were short of staff, and just from being, the energy that I have, the spirit, the type of person I am, I said, "Hey, Mark, would you like me to assist you here?" He said, "Yeah, sure, Phil, man, come." So I went behind the bar, and I remember Danny Mansour, the manager at the time, said, he came and he saw me. He said, "Phil, what you doing back here?" I said, "Well, I helping out Mark." He was like, "Well, all right, appreciate it, but you don't work here." So I got busy again. Mark back behind the bar helping again. Danny said, "Well, I just ran you from here, right?" I said, "No problem, boss. They're leaving. It got crazy again on the third time, but within myself, I was like, "No, this bartender here is dying. This guy is dying." But the club was so packed. It was so busy that there was no way to send, backup or assistance to Mark at the time. So I went back behind the bar now for this third time now, and this time I saw him coming. So when I ran out now, he met me on my way out and said, "Well, listen to me. You seem to enjoy it. I stood and watched you work. You seem to know what you're doing. Continue." So he says, "You want a job?" I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Right? Because I had just signed up for the I had signed up for the police force, and as a result, I didn't get through to the final cut, and it was quite depressing. And so I had no job. He was like, "All right, check me tomorrow." I said, "What time?" He said, 11 o'clock. When 10:30, I was there, right? And that right there was the start of my career. And from there, obviously, being in the nightclub scene is totally different to mixology. Called nightclub is a lot of straight pours and straight mixes. Well, here, to be honest. But then from there, moved on, and I went to TGI Fridays, and the type of person I am, if I'm doing something, I want to be the best at it. So from there, it was just up. But obviously, in each industry, they're the elite names. So I kept hearing about Jamal Bowen, right? So, who's this guy? He was bartender of the year, Sear, Angustura ambassador, this. I was like, Quite interestingly enough, he was at Sandlin at the time. I did not know that I used to serve Jamal Bowen here at the bar. I served Jamal Bowen 6 or 7 times before I knew who he was. Right? That is the kind of individual he is. He is so humble. Right? Such a wonderful soul, man. And I remember when I officially got acquainted with Jamal when I qualified for the Barbados culinary team. He was the trainer for the Barbados culinary team at the time. And then I remember I met Jamal. He took me under his wing, his tutelage, taught me competition. He trained me for competition, and he's such a thorough person, the full bar experience. But to this day, he laughs and jokingly says, "Well, he didn't train me for a full bar takeover, but he trained me for competition." But that was it right there. There was no turning back from there. After Jamal's tutelage, I just took it, the knowledge I was given, add my flair to it, and I ran with it. That's it. But Kevin took me back a bit there, man. That my first trip to New York. That that was the trip I would say that was most overwhelming. Just for the fact that I was in New York. I mean, this is New York. You watch it on TV, and then I was in Manhattan as well. So this is like all these buildings, the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building. You're seeing these on television, but no, I'm here seeing these live, and seeing New York on TV. And if you've traveled, you would know seeing New York on TV and being in New York is two different experiences. You know what I mean? I'm a Caribbean boy by heart. So being there and looking up at these tall buildings to the point where I'm looking up till I could nearly fall back on my head. I was like, whoa. All right, so what is it like being from the Caribbean and going abroad and mixing tropical drinks? Amazing. That would be my response. It is amazing. You know why? In the Caribbean, we are so unique. Every island within this archipelago has its own characteristics, its own culture. As much as we are all one Caribbean, everyone stands out from the accents to the food we cook. Don't get me wrong, there are many similarities, but everyone sticks out. And being able to deliver that on the international scale, where I can take a bit of Barbados. And of course, well, I don't know if you know, I'm Vincentian by birth, right? A bit of St. Vincent, some of Jamaica, some of Antigua, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Guyana. People want those flavors, to be honest. And the fact, when I make a cocktail for someone and they say, oh, this takes me on the beach, I was like, yep, welcome to Barbados, or welcome to the Caribbean. We are considered third world, right? But being able to take our big talents, our big flavors, and bring them on an international scale and highlight not just Barbados, but the entire Caribbean, I feel proud to be a Caribbean boy. So how do I feel coming from the Caribbean on the international stage? I love it. The underdog rises. I mean, recently I've worked with Drake, Canadian-born rapper, superstar Drake. Recently as a few days ago. But if I bring it right here at home, I've done work. Their personal cocktails, custom cocktails I've done for the likes of the lady herself, Madame Sandra Mason, or Governor General. That is my lady right there. You understand? When she see me, she my mixologist. I said, yes, madam. You understand? Even our own Prime Minister, Mia Motley, whenever the PM sees me, so like, Phillip, I just want a standard drink. I know about you. And you know how the Prime Minister keeps it, 100% major. I know about you, Phillip. I don't want none of you mix hot drinks, right? I've worked with several movie stars, several members of the entertainment fraternity as well, high profile. But due to the contract signed and stuff, I would prefer not to mention any names who I've worked with. And I have many other celebrity clients as well that I work with, where I would fly to do their party. Sometimes I just leave for one day, fly out, do the party, because I have another event happening somewhere, do that party, fly, get onto a flight, and go again. People are now, for the want of a better word, more aware and focused on the craft of bartending and mixology. Everyone wants to mix their own cocktails. Everybody wants to know how to do it. So it's no longer just about the rum and coke or the gin and tonic. You know what I mean? It's people are studying a healthier way. People are, researching how flavors marry, together. how this ingredient will react with this ingredient and what flavor profiles pair and bounce off of each other. So it has now moved away. Well, not now. It has moved away from just having a regular drink to having a drink with a meaning. You know what I mean? From a story to a classical cocktail being, you know what I mean, your Manhattan or your old fashioned. Even just down to your rum and coke. People are trying different sodas, different flavors, see how the mesh comes together. Barbados is the culinary capital of the Caribbean. We are known as the culinary capital of the Caribbean. We have so many talented chefs, bartenders, mixologists on island, and liquid artists like myself. Going forward, it can only get better because every year, more and more youngsters are intrigued with the profession. With obviously with the success of myself, Jamal Bowen, Rohan Hatshaw, we have so many talented bartenders around, right? And I must say that I'm quite happy to be one of the people who have helped to shed light on the craft for Barbados. So trust me, so as a result, all I can see from here going forward is up, up. It's just like a plane, up and up and up. We're going. They're eager, they're hungry, and we're definitely gonna advance. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. My name is Phillip Antoine, the liquid artist, not the infamous lover of women. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, you just learned a bit about who I am and the growth of my career. So, please check out Casanova Liquid Artistry on Instagram. My Instagram is Phillip Casanova. We have some wonderful cocktails for you. Feel free to hit me up anytime. I am here. It's your boy. Have a wonderful night. And guys, please stay safe, wear your mask, sanitize your hands. Let's get rid of this COVID because we have cocktails to consume. Have a good night.